Make sure to stay until the end. If you don't do one thing right, you can actually, guys, destroy your engine and you may end up needing the engine replaced. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair, guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Dodge Charger. If you have one of those, you need to remove or replace upper intake manifold gaskets. Stay with us, we'll explain how to do that, how to remove them, how to replace them. Two common mistakes people make when they do that, guys. Actually, that can cause quite expensive repairs, really complicated repairs, and in some cases it could even lead to engine replacement or having the engine rebuilt. So make sure to stay until the end and we'll explain what we're talking about. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make, guys, at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. On that Dodge Charger we'll have even more. Why we do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need, guys, in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos, absolutely free. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Charger or any car, you want to get them at a good price and quick shipping, you want to save money, check out the link in the description of the video below. That's where we get all our tool supplies from, and we'll share where you can find even additional things. So what do we have here specifically now? You can see we're going to pull that upper engine cover. It attaches with 4 rubber bushings. You just grab it with your hands, guys, and you just pull it straight out. It attaches right here to those posts, okay, you can see, and one here and here as well. So now we need to remove that intake hose. It needs to come out. 8mm socket, we pre-loosen that clamp. Now right here, okay, there is one more. That was the throttle body. That sensor is for the intake air temperature sensor, disconnected. Right here there is one rubber bushing that needs to come out. You pull it out, it comes like that. That intake hose is out. Next, let's see what else we have. Quite a few things. So if you look, guys, we need to disconnect, okay, we need to disconnect these cables, okay, to make sure that they're not holding there. Perfect. And we just dropped our tool. So what do we need to do next? Right here, that's the throttle body. You need to disconnect, we need to disconnect the wires. So we'll go ahead, push the connector in to release the pressure. That red thing needs to come to the back. Grab only for the plastic part, do not pull on the wires ever, because you can pull them out of the connector. So you can see, press here and disconnect it. Right there now we have one, okay, clip that came out. You can see just like that, and there is one more that's supposed to attach right here, but it came loose. Next, that's the map sensor. So same thing, red thing needs to come back, press down, disconnect. Came out. One hose. This is for the purge control valve. Let's pry it up. Okay, we pry that hose up, it comes out. This is a brake line, the brake booster hose, vacuum hose. We disconnect that one. Now this hose, you can disconnect it either from the intake manifold or the PCV valve. We recently removed the PCV valve, so it will be easy there. Right here, okay, we have one more connector. One second, let me go ahead and get that. Right there, okay, you grab that thing, you come like that, came out, perfect. Here, 10mm, guys, 10mm, we're going to remove that nut. So that's pretty easy, don't drop it. We'll explain how we can easily destroy your engine, okay, when you work on that part. So that will be stuck here. But if you come towards the bottom now, towards the back, excuse me, there is one more nut. 2 nuts. So we remove both of them. That's great. Right there, towards the bottom, there is the back one bolt. That's hard for me to show you. But we need to get a 13mm wrench, okay, and that bolt we'll need to pretty loose. It's a nut. Okay, we pretty loosen the nut. Now, if we pretty loosen it a little bit more, it goes by hand at that point. Let's see if it will be enough for us. Okay, for the thing to come out, or it does not, or we'll need to just go ahead and remove it all the way. Let's check. So I'm removing it now. I think it's a stud. Okay, it's working. we can clear enough space. Perfect, that's it. We came out, we grab that thing. That mount, it has a cable on it, we can just flop it there on the side. Now, what else we have? Let's investigate here. We need to go ahead and we have 10mm here, 2 nuts that hold the intake manifold to these metal brackets. Perfect, we're almost out with those. Careful not to drop the nut, it's a little bit of a limited room, but you should be able to do it easily. Great. Next, we go on the other side. A little more there as well. That's great. Next, what do we have here, guys? Okay, we need to disconnect a few more things and remove a few more bolts. We need to start in a cross pattern. Let's start from the inside going towards the outside, kind of like an X pattern. That's how you're supposed to remove it, so you don't actually, guys, okay, you don't cause any wrapping. Nothing will be like will be uneven, because those are plastic intake manifolds and you can damage them. So there is a specific stance. Okay, so we start from the inside in a cross pattern and go towards the outside. Perfect. Let's see where that one is. Not there. Okay, right there. Yep. Keep going. Right there. Perfect. Now we have one over there. Let's see if we removed all of them. If everything is loose, now we can grab that intake manifold. Okay, it needs to come towards this side because we have 2 metal brackets there. So lift it on the left and pull it out. Okay, and upper intake manifold came out. Common mistake people make here now, they don't replace the gasket, and every time you remove it, it's recommended to replace these gaskets. They're super easy to replace and they're not expensive at all. If you don't, you can develop vacuum leaks. The engine will start getting extra air. It may not even start. It may be revving up, unstable, idle. It can cause lean codes, give you codes for bad oxygen sensors, and that later can actually lead to bad catalytic converters as well. Another thing, make sure you don't drop anything. You drop something here, you're going to destroy your engine, guys, because you will start it, it will go to the valves, maybe bend the valve. From there it can get in the cylinders and destroy your piston, engine box, cylinder head, and the whole engine will be shot. So make sure that you don't drop anything, guys, okay, inside. So I'll recommend, if you're working on it, just cover it here. Now that foam piece was supposed to be here, okay, some of you will have it, some will not. We just bought it to replace it because it wasn't on that dot charger, but you will see where it will be. So that's how we remove the upper intake manifold. So we'll just cover it like that to make sure that nothing gets there and we don't drop anything, but still be extremely careful. So you can see, guys, practically the gasket will be contacting right here. So you will need to, when you get you're ready for new gaskets, make sure that your upper intake manifold is not wrapped. Make sure that it's leveled, because sometimes plastic ones, especially if they are not torqued correctly, that can cause some wrapping, and that can in some cases not be compensated by a gasket. Clean here the surface contacting area of all 6 cylinders. You're going to pull the gasket, okay, just to remove them. Okay, you can see one at a time, you can grab and pull them out. It's important to clean that canal here as well, to make sure it's not contaminated with dust, oil, or anything like that, especially dust accumulation. Okay, sometimes you may have leaves and things like that. This engine has only 40,000 miles and you can see it's still dirty, so higher mileage engines, guys, it will be pretty bad. So make sure you clean everything really good, and then you just put it in reverse order. We took it apart. The torque specs, guys, okay, let's show you right here. The torque specs for the boats are 79 Newton meters. It's listed right there, check yours. And you go in a cross pattern starting from the outside going towards the inside. If you want to know the symptoms of bad intake manifold gasket, we have the video on the channel. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.